industries is in focus as well, and obviously mainly what we are seeing coming in is that it has a very successful pipe testing for the second half of the year. The stock has been seen a very sharp uptick in the last 6 months specifically as well. It's gone up was as much as 80% as well. And to talk more about the company, the Capex, the order book going forward as well, let's bring on board Nikhil Mansukhani, a managing director at Man Industries, joining in with us. Nikhil, very good afternoon, and thank you so much as always for joining in with us on ET Now. Now, let's just talk about the company that has actually announced a successful testing of pipes for safe hydrogen transportation.
Yeah.
What does this mean for the company? Revenue potential that you see from this over the next 2-3 years for the company, if you could give us an indication on that.
Yeah. So good afternoon to you, and thank you for having me over. So yes, like you rightly said, the company is doing well, and this is a big achievement for us. The hydrogen testing, it's been going on for more than 18 months. Of course, it's a very sensitive process for the hydrogen, and hydrogen, as we know, is very difficult for transportation, but it's the cleaner and the future energy. And it is a big achievement for us, even for the country, to be one of the first mills to be qualified for hydrogen transportation of pipes. And going forward, it's like we said, it's a future energy business. And we see that each and every single pipeline has to be laid down new, because all the old pipelines which are laid down for oil and gas cannot be used for hydrogen because of the specification of the pipes and the plates. So going forward, we are seeing a lot of business for this particular sector coming up. I think currently already Adani Port is the only one in India who's starting to do this. And internationally, we've already bid for hydrogen pipelines already. And looking forward, it looks very promising. And we are hopeful that with this advantage of being qualified first, we will get some first movers advantage.
Sir, if you could just give us an idea of how many other players are also present in this industry, and are there any BIS type norms that one needs to clear before being able to sell this kind of product?
No, not really. I don't think BIS norm is still in place for hydrogen. Like I said, it is a future business which is going to come in the next 2 to 3 years. Europe is obviously ahead in this, and they're already laying some pipes, and we're already bidding for some pipes in Germany for hydrogen sector. But what we see is that going forward, being the first movers advantage, and the testing period is very long. Currently, we know that we are the only ones who are qualified. And like I said, Adani Port is the first one which is already started some trials and everything. And hopefully, in the near future, 2 to 3 years, all the new lines for the hydrogen will be laid down. So it'll be we should have a good market cap or share cap for that particular sector for hydrogen.
Okay, actually, I'm just going to ask you a bit more. You spoke about it firstly in terms of the new testing of pipes for the safe hydrogen transportation. If you could just give us any number that you would be looking at, or a target that you'll have as a company in terms of the revenue potential you're expecting from this segment then.
So this segment could potentially be anywhere between 1,000 to 2,000 crores of top line, looking at how quickly India and other countries are putting new line pipes for hydrogen. So once, I think it's the number per se is difficult, because end of the day, it's a future business. Every country will have its timeline to go carbon neutral and accordingly lay down the pipes. But the important bit is each and every single line pipe of hydrogen is to be laid down new, because none of the old lines are capable to run it. So that's a very big plus for the sector, that the entire sector would boom from, I would say.
Okay. Also, if you could just tell us what are the other new product launches that you're planning, say for the next 2 to 3 years, in the next 2 to 3 years?
So yes, we are already in process of setting up a stainless steel plant, which is stainless steel tubes and pipes. So that would be undertaken and up and running by 2025-26. And we are also setting up a plant in Saudi. So that is the next forward-looking thing for us, and that's where our capex is laid out. are already the last capex which was done for ERW is fully established and started with all the permissions required, including BIS, API, everything.
Okay. Also, Nikhil, if you could just talk to us about the company is also looking something to furthermore in terms of widen its product offerings by entering into the stainless steel pipes progress, capex and expansion plans there.
Correct. So the capex of stainless steel is around 550 crores. The top line from that business could be between 1,000 to 1,200 crores. The EBITDA levels of the stainless steel is obviously higher because it's a more difficult business to get into and more refined and more particular. So it's around 18 to 22% of EBITDA, which we are expecting from that business. And other capex plan is obviously like I said, we are also setting up a unit in Saudi, and which we would that would be approximately 12 to 16 months. And so an outlay of 2026 top line would be anything between 5 to 6,000 crores, and at a comfortable EBITDA at 10%. So that's where the outlook is currently.
Nikhil, lastly, I just want to understand, the company has been allotting convertible warrants to the promoter group. So the promoter group is looking to increase stake, and if yes, by how much?
So we are always looking to increase stake by, I think 5% is what our limit is set. So every year, I think we are very bullish, and that's the outlook that we will continue doing that for the next at least 3, 4, 5 years till the time we reach to at least a 65-70%.
Okay, Nikhil, thank you so much for joining in with us this afternoon on ET Now, giving us an understanding in terms of the company, the new segment as well. Thank you so much for talking to us about everything, and hope you have a great new year as well.